I've been starting my morning with this sweet, delicious berry cocktail, and it is insane. My pounds are melting off so fast that in only 2 months, I had to buy a new wardrobe. And to think, this is just the start.
My name is Dr. Drew Sutton, and this is just one of the many stories I receive daily, which makes me determined to bring this slimming cocktail out of special clinics where it has been used to get ordinary folks and even celebrities to lose weight fast before life-saving surgery. Scientists believe that this mix acts like a non-invasive natural gastric sleeve that helps the body retrain itself in blocking fat and excess calories. Researchers have also recently uncovered this is the unique mix of ingredients which has been used by the Koreans and Japanese daily for centuries to keep them slimmer than anyone else despite eating tons of carbs and calories with each meal. And now, thanks to the latest innovation and research, you too can wake up every single day excited to lose weight and discovering for yourself how easy it can be for your body to flush out calories after each meal. Imagine being able to put as much gravy sauce on your potatoes as you wish, or drink as many caramel cream lattes as your heart wants. The days when you had to count calories, or put yourself through exhausting workouts while starving yourself are gone. Imagine being filled with energy all day long because you were no longer starving yourself or putting yourself through exhausting workouts every single day. This berry cocktail is the most effective weight loss solution so far, proven to work by both centuries of Korean health wisdom and the latest medical discoveries from leading medical facilities. And the best part of it is that it's the one weight loss solution that anyone can stick to. It is so tasty that you can start looking forward to getting in the best shape of your life. I have had hundreds of patients who lost tens of pounds tell me how amazing it was to be greeted with a smile and to stop being invisible everywhere they went. I have had people try the solution and finally get the confidence to go on dates or feel proud to wear whatever they wanted.
The scale refused to budge for over a year. And look at me now. I can now fit into the clothes I had in my 20s, and I actually have the confidence to wear them now too. It's been so easy to lose weight with this delicious drink.
I am blown away by the results. I look fantastic. My husband's coworkers thought he was cheating on me because they did not recognize me at the company party last month. He had to show them progress pics to get them to believe it was still me.
I never thought I could be proud of my body. Losing weight was always a miserable struggle before this. I'm so happy I gave this Asian drink a try. I eat whatever I want, and my body just does the rest.
As a medical specialist, I can tell you there is no virtue in torturing yourself to get to a healthy weight. Everything you've been told about weight loss doesn't make sense when you really sit down and think about it. You are told to start working out and cutting calories. But less calories also mean less energy left for anything other than surviving the day. So how are you even supposed to find the energy to enthusiastically go to the gym and change your lifestyle? Not to mention being constantly frustrated because you can't eat any of the food you actually enjoy. My name is Dr. Drew Sutton. I am a surgeon specialized in weight-related sleep apnea and breathing problems. Excessive weight has been my number one enemy for more than 30 years. Not only do I have to get my patients to lose weight fast because their lives are on the line, but being overweight is one of the major factors that cause breathing problems and sleep problems for these people in the first place. And these issues lead to heart problems which can be fatal. I have seen thousands of patients of all ages and backgrounds, and I know how frustrating and difficult traditional weight loss can be. And my patients have no time to lose because they cannot undergo surgery until they reach a normal weight. And as more and more people struggle with being overweight in America, the problem is so much worse than when I began my career. And I am not the only doctor facing this problem. All of my students and colleagues at the University of Rochester and Emory School of Medicine turn to me for advice and answers. Between me and my students and colleagues, finding an effective and easy weight loss solution could save the lives of hundreds of thousands of Americans. I am not a fitness influencer nor a celebrity talking about fad diets. I am a man of science, and I have taken an oath to support the patients that desperately need my help. I want my patients to live better and longer, and I have been searching relentlessly for solutions that really work. There is nothing more frustrating than wanting to help people I have sworn to protect and send them to nutritionists and personal trainers where they will struggle and most of the time fail to come back ready for surgery. I know what an uphill battle weight loss can be. Most of these patients come back after 6 months with barely any progress. They tell me in tears how they tried everything to lose weight, but it seems impossible despite the thousands of dollars spent and the hundreds of hours lost to counting calories and cooking at home and logging every single bite they put in their mouth. 6 months of suffering, of pushing themselves and draining themselves only to see a couple of pounds of weight loss, which would barely help. And no wonder. how many people successfully manage to overhaul their entire life. It felt like I was stuck in the same hopeless loop. So imagine my shock when one day, in walks one of my patients having lost half of his body weight in just under 2 months. This had never happened before in my entire career. Usually, after 6 months of continuous struggle, I'd be praying when putting people back up on the scale, hoping that their weight was at least slightly more manageable. And this guy, I could barely even recognize. I was so stunned, I couldn't talk for 2 minutes straight. I just stared at him, jaw dropped, unable to contain my shock. But after that long, stunned silence, I felt this incredible energy and excitement wash over me. I simply had to find out how this guy lost so much weight. He could be the key to saving thousands of people passing through my office every year. So I sat him down and promised myself this guy would not walk out of my door until I had his secret. Mr. Kim was a 45-year-old Korean man who had been living in the States since he was 17. There was nothing particularly remarkable or out of the ordinary about him. An accountant spending 8 hours a day in front of a computer who had last worked out sometime in high school. He ate the regular things most Americans ate, like burgers with fries, pizza, and smoked ribs. He seemed to have a constant craving for caramel chocolate that I could not convince him to give up only 2 months before. His water intake was purely made of sodas, and every time he came in for a checkup, the chair would groan under his considerable weight. To be perfectly honest, if anybody would have made me bet $1 million for this guy to lose enough weight to go into surgery in 6 months, I never would have taken that bet. But now he was right in front of me, and I could not recognize him. Impolite as it was, the only thing I could mutter was, "How did you do it? How did you lose all of this weight?" He started chuckling like a nervous schoolboy and told me his secret was his 95-year-old grandma. He still talked to her every single week, even though she was back in Korea. And after leaving my office the last time, he called her. He told her about his many health problems and how losing weight was crucial for him. He told her how hard he had tried to get his weight under control in the past, and that he felt like a failure every single time. None of the calorie tracking apps on his phone, none of the supplements he was taking had helped him one bit. Even his personal trainer had quit on him, because he just kept constantly complaining all session long about how difficult the exercises were. He told his grandmother something he had repeated often in my office as well. He didn't know what was wrong with him that he could not lose weight. Not only that, he was constantly struggling with irritable bowel syndrome, acid reflux, and constipation. Everywhere he looked, he felt like other people were having such an easier time losing weight than him. And he knew that not all of them were people who were depriving themselves. His grandmother, for example, was eating countless calories in the form of noodles drenched in sauces and all sorts of sweets that are traditional in Korea. And at 95, she never had a weight problem. And needless to say, she wasn't piling on the pound. His grandmother told him something she had been telling him for ages. He never listened because he always thought she was just nagging him. But this time, he did listen. She told him there was no way for him to keep a handsome figure when his stomach was so upset all the time. She insisted once more that he needed to return to the traditional Korean way of cooking, to use the ingredients they used in her village for generations. Desperate and with no other solutions, for the first time ever, Mr. Kim finally asked, "What am I supposed to eat?" His grandma reminded him of all the delicious foods he used to eat back in Korea when he wasn't overweight and had all these health problems. It's only after he came to the US did he start steadily gaining weight, so she gave him a list of ingredients that she uses every single day. These ingredients are the staples of traditional Korean dishes, and she told him they were absolutely essential to keep the stomach happy, as she put it. She even mailed him a notebook full of recipes. So Mr. Kim started cooking. In hindsight, I felt really sorry Mr. Kim had to go through this grueling lifestyle change. It's not that easy replacing hamburger and fries and spending hours shopping, carrying groceries, chopping, and cooking. If I only knew what I know now, which I'm about to share with you in just a few moments, his weight loss journey would have been so much easier. It is precisely because I knew nobody can overhaul their entire diet, and I had to make a quick and easy solution that people will enjoy and stick by. The ingredients he used were not hard to find. For the first month, he added them one by one. It was hard for him to start cooking with them because he was not used to the taste. But his stomach problems became rarer, and he could feel his energy levels slowly rising, and he even shaved off a few pounds, which was a nice surprise. So encouraged by these results, in the second month he decided to go all in. He completely changed his diet and started mixing these ingredients in everything he ate. For a month straight, he would wake up and see that the pounds had melted right off. He barely recognized himself. He couldn't believe it. He struggled a bit even with his mental health because he had a hard time recognizing his new slim body as his own. But he was grateful nevertheless. Not only could he have the life-saving surgery he needed, but for the first time in his life he was confident enough to make a dating profile for himself. And just the week before, he had been on a date with a wonderful woman he met online. It was the first time a woman seemed delighted to be around him and did not scrunch up her nose in disgust when he showed up to take her to the restaurant for the date. Not only that, but he had the perfect excuse to go out and buy himself a beautiful new set of clothes and be proud of how handsome he looked. And to be perfectly honest, I was seeing it too. The man standing in front of me was no longer the geeky, overweight, middle-aged, sweaty Asian man who could barely breathe after taking 10 steps. He was a handsome, confident man who looked 10 years younger than his actual age. Then I asked myself, was Mr. Kim's incredible weight loss story just a fluke? Or would this diet change really work for others as well? I then quickly scribbled down all of the directions that his grandmother had given him and called up a few of the patients I had who had been struggling for a year to get rid of the extra weight in preparation for their surgeries. I told them it was a Hail Mary, and I can guarantee no results. But I asked them if they are willing to try some ingredients that we don't usually cook with anymore in our day and age, but that shouldn't be too hard to find. All of them were very reluctant, but a few of them took up the challenge, and let me tell you, I was floored by the results. Every single one of them experienced dramatic weight loss. A few, like Mr. Kim, ended up not even needing surgery anymore. All of them reported back to me that they never felt as young and completely energized and good-looking in decades. I knew I had to get to the bottom of this. How come these simple ingredients had made such a huge difference, and why didn't they work separately? It's not as if I haven't heard all of them uttered by patients in the past who were using them, hoping to lose weight. Even if they were using one or two of them, they didn't seem to make much progress. But I had never seen results like these, so I got to work, digging for months on end to understand why current supplements were not helping. But an Asian grandma's recipe book seemed to dissolve fat off bodies. All of my career, I have worked with top medical universities and teaching hospitals, as well as renowned research centers. It was time to call in some favors and get to the bottom of this. I needed to understand how these special ingredients worked, so I reached out to good friends of mine in the medical field. And needless to say, they were as intrigued as I was. They knew about the ingredients, of course. After all, their benefits are well known. But they found it hard to believe that together, these ingredients could have such a shocking result. I literally had to call up Mr. Kim a couple of times and drag him with me to various research centers to show people proof that I haven't gone crazy and that those incredible results were actually possible. And what we discovered was shocking. Because the real reason you can't lose the extra weight turns out to have nothing to do with your workout routine. Calorie counting is useless and unsustainable, and changes to the diet are very problematic. You might be shocked to find that it is precisely those low-calorie, supposedly healthier options that you have been using in your diet that might be creating the bulk of your problems in the first place. The first question I needed to answer was, how come we are still facing an obesity epidemic despite having more and more healthier options? How come so many of my patients were eating low-fat foods, trying to stick to harsh diets, picking the sugar-free options, but the scale wasn't budging at all? And why is everyone these days suffering from digestive problems? It simply couldn't be some weird coincidence. As a doctor, I can't believe in bad luck and fate, and I was right to dig. The more I researched Mr. Kim's special ingredients, and the more I dug into the literature, everything became clearer and clearer to me. It soon became obvious that what we call food these days are heavily processed and look nothing like the original food. The health foods are the worst, as you'll soon discover. So how did we even get here? The answer is very simple, and it is also very sad. Foods are processed to death behind closed doors in order to increase the shelf life of the product, which leads to more profits. The more food can be kept on the shelves, the more money huge corporations get to make. Sadly, the food of today has almost no resemblance to what actual nutritious and healthy food should be. Do you even read the labels of most of the things you end up ingesting? Most of those so-called ingredients I can't even pronounce. And if I, as a doctor, can't pronounce its name, do you think it's wise to put it into your body? But increasing the shelf life of products is only half of the problem. The other half is probably going to leave you feeling completely discouraged and scared. Because the most processed foods, the ones that create the bulk of our digestive imbalance, are weight loss or health products. Yes, you heard me correctly. It has been scientifically shown that those low-fat, reduced-calorie, artificially sweetened products are basically poison to your body. Studies from Yale and Purdue University have shown that the second you put them in your mouth, your body cannot read their calorie content. That means your body thinks it is still hungry. This completely messes with your cravings, meaning your body will push you to eat more and more to make sure you are not starving yourself. Have you ever felt your belly was full but you still felt the urge to eat more? That is a sign that your cravings have been completely messed up. Not only that, but all the chemical compounds in these healthy, over-processed foods completely disrupt the lining of the gut. The way it is processed to get to the low-fat labels destroys the healthy nutrients and enzymes which your gut needs to function properly. And the byproducts of the process further increases the damage, meaning you eat a lot of empty calories, barely any nutrients, and the final product can end up being extremely toxic. Let's take the example of low-fat milk. Not only is industrially created milk carried to the factories in unsafe plastic containers in order to separate out the fat and also increase the shelf life, the originally nutritious milk is heated at extremely high temperatures and chemicals are added to take out the fat and increase shelf life. Artificial flavor enhancers are also added to suppress the odor of this final product, and it is sold back to you as a healthier, low-fat option. You might think to yourself that you don't consume such products, but ask yourself, do you ask for the skim milk in your latte? Have you ever picked the healthier version of breakfast cereals? Did you also know that most salads will have some form of low-calorie salad dressing? Did you know that low-fat butter is not even butter, but a combination of butter and possibly rancid oil, or a combination of butter and margarine? Have you ever tried a low-fat spread? They all go through the same toxic processing routine that turns them into unhealthy, gut-destroying substances as they all go through a process called hydrogenation. Why is hydrogenation so bad? Decide for yourself. First, some of the cheapest oils available, such as soy, corn, cottonseed, and canola, are combined with tiny metal particles like nickel oxide. Yes, really, metal particles. They are then stuffed in a reactor with hydrogen to get them under high pressure and high temperature. Starch and soap-like emulsifiers are added, and in the end, the whole mixture is steam cleaned. And the worst part? The color of these spreads comes out naturally as an unappetizing dead gray. In order to make them more appealing, the emulsions are bleached. Yes, you did hear me correctly, bleached. So what do you think happens to your gut when you give it metal-mixed bleached rancid oils that the big food producers market as a healthier option? Or maybe you enjoy one of the dozen varieties of low-fat or zero-fat yogurts. You'd be surprised to find that they are some of the worst options because the process to get to a low-fat yogurt destroys the essential bacteria in yogurt, the very bacteria that should be supporting gut health. And grains and cereals are the same. In order to produce your breakfast cereal or puff wheat, oats, and rice, they need to get processed by high heat and pressure. These are quite toxic and have caused rapid death when eaten by test animals. How do you think your body fares with them? Breakfast cereals that have been slurried and extruded at high temperatures and pressures to make little flakes and shapes went through a similar process and should also be avoided. Most, if not all, nutrients are destroyed during processing, and they are very difficult to digest. Studies show that these extruded whole grain preparations can have even more adverse effects on blood sugar than refined sugar and white flour. Listen, the healthy human body is naturally able to filter out calories it doesn't need. This happens to every single animal in the wild. Have you ever seen an obese deer or an overweight tiger? No, that is ridiculous. How come? Well, because their digestive systems are in perfect working order, and because the lining of your gut is weakened by all of these artificial ingredients and overly processed foods, it ends up absorbing everything like a sponge. And all those fat and calories get deposited straight to your belly, thighs, arms, and love handles. But that's not the end of it. The artificial ingredients also disrupt your body's ability to get rid of the unused food. Your waist has been sucked dry of any natural fat that would allow it to slide down effortlessly through your pipes. What it means is that your poop is now either too dry or too compacted, so you can no longer eliminate it like you should. When was the last time you went to the bathroom and managed to get up happy and feeling completely empty and free after just 5 minutes? Yeah, I didn't think so. That is precisely why everybody these days seems to be suffering from constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, bloating, and so on. Every single one of us has an upset belly that groans and makes weird noises precisely in those important meetings when there is absolute silence in the room, leaving you feeling self-conscious and embarrassed. But you shouldn't be. Those sounds are the sign your body is working overtime. It is trying to get rid of all that waste getting backed up in your bowels. That's why, despite the fact that the market is flooded with low-fat options, zero-calorie products and so on, the obesity epidemic has only worsened. And don't think that trying them in moderate amounts will make any difference, because the gut is extremely delicate and takes a very long time to heal. Did you know that after a single course of antibiotics, it can take up to 2 years for your gut to get back to normal? Now imagine what all of those soy milk lattes, reduced caffeine drinks, and breakfast cereals have done to it over the years. No wonder you are absorbing fat like crazy, and you never seem to make any progress in getting the body you want. So then, if none of the weight loss products are going to help you, what will? A first important step is to stop looking for help from all the fancy calorie counting apps which will just leave you starving and frustrated. And to definitely stop buying all the calorie-reduced foods that will only make the problem worse. What you should be doing instead is to reintroduce into your diet the traditional, highly nutritional ingredients that make your gut happy, healthy, and strong. These are the vital ingredients that have been an active part of our digestion since the dawn of man. Unfortunately, in time, we replace them not with something better, but with over-processed artificial foods that completely clog up your gut. But don't worry, your body is capable of healing itself when you give it the right tools. And after months of researching some of the key ingredients in Mr. Kim's slimming diet, I slowly started uncovering the essential components that made the diet work, so that you don't have to suddenly start eating only Asian cuisine. From my research, the first thing you need to focus on is a very potent ingredient called alginate. Scientists believe this is the natural, non-invasive gastric sleeve because it can block fat absorption in the gut by 75%. It creates a film that filters the fat out of your food, dramatically decreasing the number of calories that get processed by your body. Your gut will no longer be working overtime to deposit all of that fat from your donuts. Imagine eating chocolate donuts and knowing that all those calories are blocked from entering your body, leaving you free and happy to enjoy the delicious taste guilt-free. Alginate has been used for centuries in Asian cooking on a daily basis and in copious amounts. They eat this in miso soup, they roll their sushi with it, and they even eat it throughout Asia like a dried snack, just like how we eat chips. It is most concentrated in a specific kind of seaweed called kelp. Unfortunately, scientists in the US have only recently started looking into the benefits of it. And sadly, they have discovered that less than 1% of US food contains this effective fat blocker. No wonder my patient Mr. Kim had such an easy time losing weight with all the alginate he was eating. You should start introducing more kelp into your diet immediately, since kelp has also been closely studied for its regenerative properties. It is currently used in medicine to stimulate bone and brain tissue regeneration. It is the best first step to healing your gut and restoring its balance. I have also found another crucial ingredient has been wrongly used by Western cultures, even though it is treasured in Asia and eaten all the time. For us, it has been no more than a health fad for a couple of years at a time. And it was one of the good health fads, but unfortunately we did not keep it around long enough for it to make a real difference. This incredible ingredient used to be a star even amongst ancient Greeks, who considered it the universal remedy, while the ancient Egyptians believed it to be the plant of immortality. It was impossible to find any respectable ancient civilization that was not using and overusing this tremendous plant that we have only relegated to creams and lip gloss. Just like we indulge in sodas and fizzy drinks, the Asians have turned this wonder plant into their guilty pleasure. You simply cannot hope to balance your digestive system to achieve long-term weight loss results without this potent ingredient that will make sure all those calories you ingested don't stay long enough in your gut to be completely exhausted and turned into unsightly belly fat and cellulite on your thighs. In Eastern Asian cuisines, they use this ingredient in pretty much the same way we use tomatoes. They stir-fry it, they turn it into delicious juices, they make sauces out of it, they eat it as a fruit and put it in their desserts, and it is famous for its cooling properties. The active compound in this plant, called asamanin, it not only helps you control your cravings and manage your appetite in an effortless way, but it also allows for the quick elimination of anything you have eaten throughout the day. This means you can achieve the healthy digestion of a teenager. Remember the good old days before high school when you could eat whatever you wanted and nothing seemed to stick? That's because your digestion was simply in top shape. Everything was working like clockwork. If you want to go back to those times, it is possible. It also means not wasting hours on the toilet every week, straining, exhausting yourself, feeling bloated throughout the day, and always carrying an impossibly heavy feeling in your stomach. You may not believe how simple the solution is because this potent ingredient is aloe vera. Unfortunately for Western cultures, instead of using this ingredient constantly, making drinks and eating it religiously, we have used it more in cosmetics. Even when we use it as a supplement, We deliver aloe in the worst possible form, that of a pill. You see, the best way to ingest aloe is in liquid form, and I was determined to provide my patients with an easily absorbable form of aloe, especially since liquids are far better absorbed and more bioavailable. It was depressing to see how many supplement producers cared about this. If you want to integrate aloe in your diet, make sure you only add it in liquid form. But these two active ingredients, even in their natural form, even in perfect dosage, don't create the whole picture. Because in order to lose weight effectively, you need to adjust your hunger and cravings to normal. Until you teach your body once again how to detect calories in the food you are eating, it will keep pushing you to eat more and more. So every attempt at losing weight will be a miserable struggle where you will feel like you are constantly starving yourself. Thinking of food all the time and wishing you could have more is simply torture and is detrimental to mental health. That is why you need something powerful which was used in almost every household for cooking. Imagine a solution so powerful that it slashes your cravings and hunger by 80%. You can eat when you feel hungry and be fine for the rest of the day. Right up until the 60s, when America did not have an obesity crisis, this liquid was in a lot of recipes. Unfortunately, we have replaced this cravings-busting ingredient with preservatives, taste enhancers, lemons, and limes. Your great-grandmother would put this superstar liquid in everything from her cooked food to the sweets she prepared, cakes and stews alike. But these days, fancier and way more unhealthy methods of preserving foods and cooking food have taken over. These modern technologies can't do the essential job of this liquid that has been used since the beginning of human civilization. The liquid is apple cider vinegar, and it is famous for regulating cravings. Unfortunately, even though it is famed for its effects, most people cannot bear to use it to lose weight because of its off-putting taste. And we all know that when it comes to weight loss, if you can't stick with it, it's pointless. After many months of research, I was thrilled that we finally understood what made Mr. Kim's diet so potent, but I still needed to find a way to make people stick to using them. I wanted to have a mix that will make people look forward to losing weight. Something that could be used for longer than what it takes most people to quit on their New Year's resolutions. It had to really help people drop the extra weight and keep it off. I wanted a solution that would allow my patients to still enjoy cookies and sundaes without worrying about every single bite. I wanted them to be healthier, not just in the body, but also in the mind. Because I know that the confidence of having a body you are proud of is crucial to better mental health and even better outcomes in medical procedures. We spent many hours making sure that the blend was in the right concentrations and also that it would be easy to use. We knew if there is one nearly impossible challenge in losing weight, it is falling off the bandwagon. I have seen hundreds of people fail either because the workout is too grueling, the calorie cutting was too tiring, or the supplements that actually worked in aiding weight loss tasted horrible. It is why we chose raspberry ketones as our flavor. Raspberry ketones are a concentrated form of the very thing that makes raspberries have that delicious, juicy, and full taste we all love. I knew that nothing can convince people to stick to their weight loss program than promising them a daily start with a delicious berry cocktail that would make them feel as if their weight loss journey was an actual holiday in the tropical islands. We wanted to make sure our blend was enhanced with not just 2 or 3 essential ingredients, but that it was optimized with multiple active ingredients that are famous for aiding weight loss and weight maintenance over the long term. That is why we also added resveratrol, which makes fat easier to burn, and it also keeps your arteries youthful. You'd have to drink 50 liters of wine a day to get the benefits of resveratrol, as you can find in a few drops of this blend. We also added the powerful catechins, which are a substance that protects the plants against environmental toxins and helps regenerate the damage done to them. What could be more beneficial to repair the damage done to your gut? We discovered that catechins are found in abundance in green tea, which is also known for suppressing visceral fat and burning calories when you are at rest. That's why we picked green tea, as green tea contains the most catechins, as compared to other types of teas. We also added caffeine, another well-researched and proven ingredient which prevents women from regaining weight after losing it. And don't worry, we added just enough caffeine that would give all the benefits, but without all the side effects that coffee drinkers might experience. Caffeine will allow you to keep your weight stable, while the rest of your body regenerates and resets to better functioning. Not to mention that it also speeds up fat burning by more than 30%. At the very end, we decided to add 2 fruits with the highest concentration of antioxidants in our solution, because we wanted to offer your body the most secure protection against toxins found in processed foods. In case you didn't know, antioxidants do just that, and they are abundant in the Ervingia gabonensis fruit and in acai berries. After many months of hard work, we were convinced we had the most powerful slimming blend out there and that it would give people a much-needed solution for losing weight. A solution that they could stick with because it would control their cravings naturally, it would block calorie absorption, and it would make eliminating unused calories easier than ever. That meant that for all of our patients, life was about to get a whole lot easier, and it would start with a morning refreshment that would make losing weight feel like an actual holiday. After hundreds of taste tests to make sure that it was so refreshing and tasty that people would not even want to stop taking it, we started giving it to the wait list of patients who desperately needed to lose weight quickly. After 1 month, their progress wasn't as shocking as Mr. Kim's. They didn't lose half their body weight in 2 months, but then again, none of them had to start eating pounds of kelp and down at least 5 shots of apple cider vinegar a day. But after 3 months, all of them had visible results. And within 6 months, all of them had reached the weight necessary to have the surgery they needed. We were obviously thrilled with these compelling results. We were convinced we had tapped into the natural intelligence of our bodies to start a healing process that not only left our subjects looking great, but it also allowed their bodies to reset themselves and become healthier and better functioning. So many of them were telling me how they started dating again, had more confidence to even start going to the gym without feeling like all the eyes would stare at them as the clueless fat person who was out of breath after 5 minutes on any machine. In the 6 months since we had started this, more than 10 of them got engaged. I was proud to attend 2 of those weddings just recently. With these terrific results backed up by the fantastic feedback I was getting, I was determined that I would try to get this formula into the hands of as many people as I could. I wanted to help not only those who desperately need medical interventions, but also those whose mental health was affected by their low self-esteem, by their multiple failures on all sorts of diets, supplements, and workout routines. I couldn't let so many people suffer. I can honestly say that this weight loss cocktail is something I am truly proud of. It is why I am so excited to introduce you to Revival Tonic. I am simply thrilled that for the first time ever we have made losing weight into a fun and delicious solution. Revival Tonic is the first of its kind. It is a celebration of losing weight, not a battle uphill. Imagine yourself enjoying every single step of your weight loss journey with a cocktail in hand instead of dry swallowing all sorts of pills that taste terrible. Imagine yourself finally looking forward to waking up with more energy in your body, jumping out of bed to have your favorite breakfast tonic that will revitalize you better than coffee. Imagine bursting with energy from within, not feeling sluggish, loving looking at yourself in the mirror, and finally fitting perfectly into any clothes you choose to wear. Revival Tonic is the proven way to radically balance your body from within for it to readjust your cravings to their normal levels, block excess fat absorption, and to quickly and effortlessly evacuate anything that it can no longer make use of. Your body will no longer take in more calories than it needs and deposit them in all the areas where you would not want. Because this is more than fitting into that sexy dress you've been keeping for a sexy date. This is about looking fabulous and feeling fabulous as well. When your box of Revival Tonic gets to your door, open it up and immediately place 1 bottle in the kitchen right next to where you prepare your breakfast. That way, you won't forget to start your day with your incredible tonic, which will immediately get your gut working, eliminating any unwanted fat, filtering out the necessary amount of calories, and curbing your appetite. It is important that you don't forget to do this every single day if you want to see those stunning weight loss results that you have been fighting for so long. From the very first morning when you begin your day with Revival Tonic, you will start feeling lighter because everything you eat will be processed much quicker in your body, and this will also make you feel a lot more energized. You will stop feeling so full, bloated, and heavy. Not to mention your mornings will be much better simply because you get to start it with a flavorful, delicious cocktail. You might love it so much that you will be tempted to start every meal with a Revival Tonic, and I definitely recommend it because your gut needs as much support as it can get to flush out the extra calories from your meals. After only 1 month of Revival Tonic, you will see you will fit better in all of your clothes. Your stomach problems will significantly decrease. Your energy levels will go up. And not to mention how much more energized about your weight loss journey you will be. Realizing how effortless Revival Tonic is compared to all of the grueling, unpleasant, and energy-draining methods you've tried so far, only to end up in the exact same depressing spot. This will give you the right motivation to keep going, and just imagine the breathtaking results you will see after 6 bottles of Revival Tonic. Just imagine the joy you will feel when in only 6 months, you may be shopping for an entirely new wardrobe that fits your sexy, new, and slim body. When the cutie at the coffee shop will notice you and finally ask for your number, when people, instead of frowning and giving you side eyes for the way you look, will start smiling and engaging in conversations with you because they will finally be able to see more of you than just your weight. In a few short months, you can finally feel in control of your body weight, and weight loss will have finally been easy and enjoyable. The way it should have been all along if your body was not intoxicated by all the chemicals and over-processed foods. We wanted to make sure that every single person, no matter their diet choices, can start using Revival Tonic right away. It is why we chose to carefully select a vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, perfectly balanced mix of ingredients that will work tirelessly to curb your appetite, make sure you never absorb a single calorie more than is needed to get you through the day confident, energized, and happy, and will help you eliminate all the excess food that your body is not using anymore in a healthy and effortless manner. We even chose flavoring in the form of raspberry ketones, which is precisely the ingredient that gives raspberries that unmistakable, full, natural, sweet-sour explosion of taste that we all know and love. What's more is that we are making Revival Tonic right here in the USA, supporting local producers and manufacturers at our state-of-the-art Good Manufacturing Practices certified facility. An entire quality assurance team makes sure that every single batch of Revival Tonic has the exact right amounts of each active ingredient and that our tonic is produced under the most sterile, carefully supervised, and rigorous standards. We know what is out there, so many other blends that don't even have inside the bottle the ingredient listed on the label. But as a doctor, I have a duty to make sure that our blend delivers exactly as promised. We do regular, rigorous checks with third-party labs for purity and concentration because we know that great preparation means half of the battle is already won. And it starts with feeding your body with the right nutrients, which will make your weight loss challenge an easy win. I wanted Revival Tonic produced with impeccable quality. So much so that I couldn't accept it being produced in any other country but the United States. We have made it as affordable as we possibly could, and you will not find it anywhere else at a better price. If anyone promises you that, they are definitely not putting inside the bottle what is written on the label. You will not find our product even on Amazon, because we wanted to make sure that we can keep control over the quality of our bottles by making small, exclusive batches of it. No mass production that will dilute the formula and lead to yet another disappointment. I know how toxic and disheartening it can be when you have tried absolutely everything and nothing works. When you are made so many empty promises, only for the scale to tell you the real story at the end of grueling weeks of effort. I did not want that for the people under my care. After finding all the best sources for our ingredients and negotiating with the production facility, making sure that we make just enough to cover the cost for bringing this tonic to you, we have settled on a price that we believe is fair and reasonable. That is why we are thrilled to bring you Revival Tonic at a price that will definitely help you as well, considering all the gym memberships, private training nutritionists, costs for at-home low-calorie foods, and all the other unbearable costs of a person trying to lose weight and live a more balanced lifestyle. Weight loss won't cost you thousands of dollars like many of my patients spend to hire personal trainers and nutritionists. It won't even cost you hundreds of dollars like it would if you try to go with the cheaper version, such as a gym membership and weight loss pills. Now your cost for getting the body of your dreams and feeling great in your skin again will be just $69. Which is the cost we've been able to negotiate down to and still bring you this product. And you can still get it at an even lower price with your special discount you'll hear about in just a few seconds. You will make sure that your gut is starting to heal from the damage done to it by all of the modern food innovations that have been attacking it for decades. It will get back to being the efficient engine that only uses what it needs and discards all the rest, leaving you to enjoy your best life with all your favorite foods and without constantly stressing over every calorie in your lunch. I have set aside this next batch of Revival Tonic at an even more amazing discount, and this is for those who are truly invested in their long-term weight loss success. The reason is because when we first launched Revival Tonic, there were so many people buying it that our website went down. I was surprised at how many folks resonated with the message I just presented, that a lot of people were just ordering 6 bottles at a time. I mean, it makes sense if you think about how long it takes to get the gut back to its originally healthy state. Having 6 bottles will give you a lot more consistency and momentum, which is the most difficult part in every weight loss journey. Just imagine how your life would be when you feel weight loss can happen easily, and incredible as it may sound, can actually be enjoyable. You are finally able to predictably see the scale going down because your body is functioning optimally and is finally in full control of how it creates cravings and blocks excess fat absorption. You will no longer have to use all sorts of overprocessed toxic crutches such as low-fat yogurts or reduced fat butter and spreads or low-fat milk in order to lose weight. And you will finally reach that goal you have set for yourself where your body looks its absolute best, because that's what a perfectly healthy gut will do for you. To support you on your journey, because I truly believe that weight loss should be easy and accessible, I have set aside the next batch of Revival Tonic at a never-seen-before special discounted price of only $49 a bottle. Because I want you to see how amazing you will feel when the first 5 pounds come off, and to experience the thrill and joy of seeing your body at its best in years when the next 10 pounds come off. And I want you to regain your confidence and really feel you can achieve all of your dreams when the next 20, 30, or 40 pounds start disappearing off your body as if they were never there. And the more time you use it, the better the results are going to be. If you use it only from time to time, or if you use it only for a month and then stop, the effect will not be as tremendous as someone who uses it for months on end or a year. Imagine using it 30 days in a row and then having to wait months for a second bottle to be shipped to you because we ran out of stock. You know how easy it is to fall off the bandwagon and how hard it is to get back into a routine you gave up. That's why a lot of people are stocking up on our most popular and heavily discounted 6-bottle pack. For the next 6 months, you don't need to be concerned about how much stock you have left. Instead, all you will do is to start your morning on a high note with a refreshing and delicious drink and watch yourself make incredible progress every single day, right up until you reach your ideal figure. Even if you don't use all the bottles yourself, you should take advantage of this huge discount and share them with your best friend or your partner who might also be struggling with some excess weight or a troubled gut. If you choose the 3-month pack, you are still going to get a discount because we are trying very hard to give you all the support we can in your weight loss journey. It won't be as big of a discount as for the 6-month pack, but we are so convinced this is the right choice for you that we do not want you to miss out. This is an amazing opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to worry about being charged anything other than the price that you will see when you click the purchase button. There are no hidden costs, no rebills. We will not take a single extra cent out of your bank account. When you click the package below, you will be brought to our 100% secure checkout page. After you fill in your information and place your order, your pack of Revival Tonic will be reserved under your name and no one will be able to buy it. We will also send it to you immediately so that you can quickly get started with your amazing transformation. You'll also receive an email confirmation from me and how to get in touch with our support team if you have any questions or need help with your order. We are here for you 24/7. And don't forget, the only way you can get it directly is from the website you are on now. You can't find us on Amazon because we make just enough to sell from this website. I know that you have been with me so far because you are determined to change the way your body processes food and to finally get the body you deserve. So click the 6-bottle package or any of the other options below. And because I want to give you the best start possible, you will also get free shipping for the 3-bottle or 6-bottle package. That is an additional $20 that you are saving right there. But you will have to act right now. In fact, I'm so convinced about its effectiveness that I want to make this completely risk-free for you. That's why I have also included a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee, because I know that Revival Tonic is going to be the best choice you have ever made for your weight loss journey. I want you to experience all of the joy and happiness that comes from being able to enjoy all the food you want and have your body process it naturally and effectively. I want you to fit into that dress you've been dreaming of. I want you to be proud of how you look once more. So I am willing to take all the risk to make this happen for you. I want you to feel no pressure in trying this amazing new morning routine and to really feel the excitement of it. So when that package arrives, I want you to tear it open, put it right next to where you make your breakfast and start the very next morning. Or, if maybe mornings are not your thing, you can make it an afternoon treat. Or perhaps you best stick to new routines in the evening. You can also put it in your water before bedtime or in any of the drinks you have during mealtime. But make sure you stick by it every day so you don't undo the incredible progress you will notice right away. In fact, it is best used 2 to 3 times a day so that it can constantly rebalance your gut and help it to flush out all of the excess calories from all your meals. And if for any reason at all, the progress you will see won't make you jump for joy, then it will have cost you literally nothing. Just get in touch with our customer service team and tell them that you are not fully convinced. They will refund you every single cent with absolutely no questions asked. I am just glad you were willing to give our solution an honest try. It is an incredible opportunity to give your body a shot at becoming the best version of itself, completely risk-free, just like the many men and women of all ages before you who have tried Revival Tonic. You have heard of their incredible results and the joy they felt when using it. And I can tell you there is no better day to make a radical change than today. The only regret you will have is that we have not discovered this sooner, so that you would not have lost all of those years feeling depressed, lacking in confidence, not daring to fully go after the things and people that matter to you for fear that you might not be worthy of them or you might get rejected by them. And I know that is not the life you want to be living. So you get 60 days to decide if you want to live a different life in a radically better looking body. I offer you this because I have no doubt in my mind that it will be the right choice for you. So choose the package you want right now and take that first step. It is only up to you. Nobody else can decide for you. You can act now and join the countless folks who have turned their lives around. Without giving up their favorite foods, without suffering through workouts leaving them feeling miserable and out of breath, without swallowing various pills that smell and taste dreadful, without wasting their money on gummies and chewables that do absolutely nothing but add a few more calories to their daily intake. This new formula is selling out as we speak. Make sure you don't miss out and lock in the supply you need to make the changes you've been waiting for. And now you finally have all the information you need to make an informed decision. I would be delighted for you if you decide to go for our solution, or if you decide to gather all of these ingredients I have listed for you for yourself. Whatever your choice, just make sure that it is easy for you, because there is no greater enemy in your fight for weight loss than falling off the bandwagon. But I don't have to tell you that, you know it already. How many countless diets, pills, and training routines have you started only to quit them days, or if you were lucky, weeks later? Make a smart choice for yourself now, knowing full well that you don't risk a single penny if you are not happy, because you are covered by our 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. This time, you really have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I know the first step is always the hardest, but you haven't stuck with me so far only to give up on yourself. I believe in you, and you should believe in yourself too. So click the button below and select the 6-bottle option or any other options you want. And before you know it, your mornings will start like a holiday in the tropics every single day, welcoming a new you. Still here? What is Revival Tonic again, and how does it work? Revival Tonic acts like a natural, non-invasive gastric sleeve. Its active ingredients have been demonstrated to cut cravings, block fat absorption, and support gut healing. It is also one of the easiest solutions to stick by because of its delicious taste. In all of my many years as a doctor, I have discovered how difficult it is for people to stick with any of the traditional methods or even the fad diets, getting limited or no results. But once you get your digestion in good working order, once you retrain your body to only take in as many calories as it strictly needs to function and throw out the rest, you will finally see the progress you have been dreaming of. And for this, we will need a fat-blocking substance like alginate and kelp, aloe vera to support our elimination, and apple cider vinegar to regulate your cravings. And on top of it, you will need a delicious flavor based on delicious raspberries to make sure you will never fall off the bandwagon of weight loss. When can I see results? You are going to start noticing results immediately because you will feel like you are simply filled with more energy and your body would not feel bad, bloated, and heavy. Obviously, your stomach and gut will take some time to regulate and reset, but within the first month, you should already be thrilled with your results. How do I know this is right for me? Unless you are the rare kind of patient who has never eaten any kind of processed foods with additives or promises of low fat and low cholesterol, then this product is definitely right for you, whether you are looking to get rid of a couple of pounds or dozens of them. It will leave you not only looking great, but also feeling great from within. And in my opinion as a doctor, that really is the most important thing. How many bottles should I choose? If you want to shift a bit of the weight that has been bothering you lately and you have not been able to get rid of, meaning if you were a couple of pounds above your ideal weight, then a 90-day supply and consistently drinking your morning tonic should get you the body of your dreams easily and help you keep it that way. Not only because our tonic is absolutely delicious and you will wake up wishing to drink it and kickstart your day, but also because your gut will have the health and balance to maintain you that way. Now, if you want to effortlessly burn 10 to 15 pounds of fat, which at 10% of your body weight is considered a radical improvement, not only in the way you look, but on your overall health, also restore your gut and reverse decades of damage, then a 180-day supply of Revival Tonic is the right choice for you. This will make sure that people start treating you like a person again, and the first thing they remember about you is your weight, because you deserve to feel proud of yourself again, and to be treated with kindness and respect. We vowed to bring you something that actually works, not just another one of the unrealistic expectations that other products will create only to let you down. And it is not another impossible solution that will require you to have military-grade discipline in order to stick to it. Because remember, when it comes to weight loss, being able to stick to it means the battle is half won already. How does the guarantee work again? When you click on any of the packages below and place your order, you will be covered by our full 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. This means if you change your mind at any time, just call or email our customer support team and we'll refund your entire investment in Revival Tonic, no questions asked. There is absolutely no risk for you. Okay, I'm ready to make my order. What now? Just click on any one of the packages you see below this video and place your order. The 6-bottle package is by far the most popular option because it guarantees you will not run out of Revival Tonic in case you need more to get to the results you're hoping for. People also love it because of how much money it saves them. When you finish your purchase, we will rush to send your order to you because we know how important it is for you to start right away on your journey, and we are excited to see you experience all of the amazing changes that will transform your health and your life once you make Revival Tonic a part of your daily routine. We are just as excited as you are to see you lose weight, feel better about yourself, feel your stomach lighter, and be able to continue enjoying all the foods you love without sacrificing the body you can be proud of.